guys. Welcome, welcome. Today is going to be a good day. We're going to have a little bit of fun.
We might even crack a few jokes. Let's go.
Life will continue. So hopefully y'all had a good day. Whoever's watching, whoever's not watching, it's all good. All right. Today's one of those days. So much going on in the world. So we got some stuff over here. We were going over Mexico yesterday. All that stuff hit with Mexico was pretty crazy. The city's on fire.
So we got to figure that out. What are we going to do as Americans? What's our next step? What are we doing? Which way is life going? Because today is going to be wild. Everybody's talking about the Mexico violence. We did that last night. I mean, it wasn't that big of a clip. We don't have too much more information. So we're all just kind of playing it by ear on this one when it comes to Mexico. A lot of people are worried that the Mexico situation is going to bleed into America. Honestly, I think the Mexico situation was inevitable because we kicked off the whole tumbling of the cartels when we decided to go to Venezuela. New Puerto Rico is what I call it. Welcome to America. You know, so in a few moments, I'm about to drop the link for the call-ins. Cam up, kick it. This is a safe place where nobody is allowed to be mean to you or judge you, anything like that, especially when we're just having a conversation and, giving our opinions on the situation, brainstorming about things. You shouldn't be shamed for how you think or what you think. But as long as we're not trying to force ourselves and our ideas on other people, we can have the conversation. A lot of people are afraid, okay? And they're scared of change. They're scared that they might be wrong about something. All right? Today is about truth or lies. We're going to get into it because the truth, they say, will set you free. Yeah, but lies get you out of trouble, right? For a little while. Don't nobody want to hear that. Don't nobody want to talk about truth versus lies, and cause especially the liars. They're going to stay away. But that's a good thing, though, because we don't want liars in our circle. That means we can't trust nobody. You know what I mean? Don't you want to trust somebody? I would like to trust somebody. Shit. All right. But for the sake of everything, we are going to, yeah, my mic is a little bit messed up. I won't lie. But we'll see. All the mics around here are getting messed up. All right, let's see here. I'll push play on this one more time. We saw this last night, but I had to go to bed early. The most powerful cartel leader. El Menso. Okay. Yeah. That spot right there, that's a good spot. Right there by Mexicali, it's a lot of beach. Looks like the cartel is pretty mad about it. Now the Claudia Sheinbaum administration, now that is the president right there. First female president of Mexico. That's wild. All right. See, today, thinking about this, how's America gonna act when we decide that we want to start reacting to how the government's moving and how all the entities are moving, the different gangs and all the different um, cartels that are in America from outside? I mean, how are we going to deal with this if we decide we want to take out those leaders and they're going to react to our citizens? How would we deal with that? That's pretty insane, man. That's pretty insane. Today is one of those days, definitely. So I would definitely, I wouldn't put it past anybody to fight back, all out open war, like civil war on the streets. Like the government's gonna have to step in real quick. They might even need a little bit of help from the U.S. So that'll be pretty interesting how we move forward with this one. Shit. All right, let me see. We'll finish this up and then we'll move to the next one. Shit, it's time to roll up. Time to roll up. Yeah. All right. Let's see. All right, bet. I told you Mexico was coming. I told you Mexico is coming. For the next 3 years, we're going to be trying to get the Gulf of America together. I told you. Dang, we getting Mexico together. I told you. This is going to be wild. Here in the future, this next 3 years, we're going to get the Gulf of America under control. We're going to reinforce our national presence. This is going to be great. And Mexico, the fact that Mexico, they're getting pressure from us, this was inevitable. It was inevitable. Like they have to start playing ball. Canada's going to have to start playing ball. They're going to be looking for help because their deals with China are breaking down and all up in the north. Just wait, we're going to start hearing about Russia and all that, man. It's going to be wild. Mm-hmm. We're almost done with this, like 2 seconds left. See, U.S. providing intelligence. Oh yeah, this is the first joint operation. First joint operation. First joint operation. All right, now let's cut this out. Woo! That is wild. That is wild. Oh man. The craziness. The craziness. All right, we'll move on. We will move on because life is life. And all right, let's see. Yeah, they were truth and lies. The War of 1812 was not a war; it was an erasure. Now that is an interesting outlook on life. But really, when it comes to truth, when it comes to truth, do you really want the truth? Does anybody really want the truth? Because the more truth you get, the more you start to find out things aren't the way they seem. So I do apologize for that. That's probably not the funnest topic, truth and lies. Most people lie anyway. I mean, what else are they going to do? I know. That's the part. How are we going to decide what a truth is, what a lie is? That's the part. It's hard. I mean, we could have all the evidence in the world, but it could just be another setup. It could just be framed a way that they want us to see it. So, no matter how much proof we have, can we really say that is truth? Can we really say it's truth? I doubt it. I doubt it. That's the part. Because there is no difference between a truth and a lie, except whether you believe it or not. I know, going off the deep end over here, we're getting into waters that are uncharted. A lot of people just don't even get it. They don't even know what I'm talking about. How could they, right? See, truth. Why would somebody hide from the truth? And why wouldn't somebody want the truth? All right, I've been lied on here online. People lie on me all the time. They lie like a rug. But they say they joking. They say they cracking jokes, right? And when people is cracking jokes, they not usually cracking jokes. They mean that to an extent because when I crack jokes, I be making it sound funny, but I mean what I said. So people running their mouth, cracking their jokes, and da da da. Come on, man. Yeah, y'all know y'all full of shit. Y'all meant that. Y'all meant that shit. It's cool because I meant that shit too, in a little way. You know, it's not that I'm trying to hurt your feelings. It's that you was trying to hurt my feelings. So fuck your feelings, right? But that's the ball game y'all want to play, but expect not to lose when somebody go harder than you. That don't make no sense. It don't make no sense. So if you want the truth, ask. But how do you know they telling the truth? You gotta believe it or it's not true. Come on up. Anybody? Well, y'all scared. Y'all scared. I am the most hated panelist. I am the most disliked and most misunderstood. Come on, man. Come box with your boy if that's what you want. Haters be hating all day. What I'm finna do? I'm finna just kick it. Yeah, y'all don't want me up on y'all panels and stuff because I make too much sense. Y'all don't like me. What I do. I was just chopping it up like everybody else, but I'm not gonna sit there and let you disrespect me. I'm not gonna let you talk shit because it's not funny. It's not funny. So you don't have to have me on your panels. You don't have to have me on your shit. It's cool. Y'all hate me anyway. I'm cool. I be that nigga. I be chilling. I be showing up. I be putting in work, bro. You feel me? When it's time to go ahead and brainstorm, when it's time to have a conversation about something, I'm right there. You feel me? But I'm not even tripping about none of that because people, full of shit, full of lies. They couldn't tell the truth even if it was to save their life. You see what I'm saying? That's where I'm at. Chill. Shit. Cause life, man, life be lifing. And people come in and out of your life all the time. But why should I allow people to stay in my life if they're not going to try to help me be the best I could be? If they just want to talk shit, crack jokes, put me down, what the hell do I need to be around them for? And then they trying to call themselves my friend. Really? If you was my friend and I asked you to stop cracking certain jokes, you would stop. You know, we could crack jokes, but when I'm sick of the bullshit, hey, turn it off for a second, bro. Chill, man, chill. But nah, if you was the homie, you would know that. So I don't expect nobody to come over here. I don't expect nobody to watch either. At the end of the day, I'm me. I'm me. And I can't stop being me. Y'all want me to be something else, might as well go fuck with somebody else. It's cool. Don't be trying to come apologize or nothing. I don't want to hear none of them apologies. All that shit, sorry as fuck. Everything you say is sorry as fuck. If you want to clip this and try to, oh, nobody was on his show, blah, blah, blah. Man, this is the second one I dropped. I don't even care. I'm over here chilling. I haven't done anything except let y'all know why I'm over here. Because I'm not fucking with y'all retarded acting asses trying to turn me into an asshole. Trying to get me to talk all this mean shit. I don't want to talk shit no more, bro. I've been doing that since I was a kid. I'm over it, man. I'm grown. I want to have some real conversations and talk about the real problems and try to help other people realize and be able to try to implement new solutions. I'm not in a fairy tale land. You guys are in a fairy tale land. You feel me? The people that are not here, not interacting, not understanding, the people that don't want to have a conversation, they're stuck in fairy tale land. The people that only want to talk shit and just joke around and not be any kind of serious about anything except the things that affect them directly, like family and blah, blah, blah. You'll be serious about that stuff. But when it comes to somebody else's family and somebody else's life and privacy, you won't be serious about that. So it's like a bunch of hypocrites, you know? And then when I'm giving respect first, I'm wrong. I'm wrong. Okay? And then when I ask for respect after I gave some respect, I'm wrong again. See, you see? Now this is the part right here. This is the part right here. This is the part. I've been out there. Okay? I've been around those people. I've been around those people for a long time. Okay? And I don't want to be in that world. I turned down the contracts the first time around. Okay? I don't want to be there. I don't want to be there. When I was there, you could have had a real one. You feel me? You know, when was the last time somebody actually had your back and was actually like, yo, I fucks with you for real and gave you honest respect? And they weren't just, oh, it's okay to crack jokes. It is. Cool, crack jokes with your homie. But when you say a joke that your homie's like, nah, don't play like that, you don't play like that because you got respect for your homie if that's your homie. But if that's not your homie, you don't give a damn how they feel. And that's why this is all the way it is. Life is backwards, just ass backwards. You know, everybody thinks bad stuff is good. Like, she's a good woman. No, they'll say, oh, she's a bad bitch. You see what I'm saying? Like, why are we ass backwards? Like, good isn't even good anymore. When you're being good, they call you a lame. Right? What? You're not breaking the law. You a square? Oh, come on, man. Like, just a bunch of haters. So the truth and the lies. Back to truth and lies. Look, what's the difference between the truth and a lie? The only thing, whether you believe it or not. Oh, wow. Because if you believe the lie, that makes it true to you. Shit. I'm telling you, I'm a different kind. I'm a different kind. This is what? The second show on this one? Nah, first show. I'm lying. The first live show. You feel me? So don't worry. We're going to turn up. You know what I mean? We're going to get some people up here. We're gonna get it going. But right now, we just talk about the live. We talk about the lies. Because that's what people do. They like to lie. They can't handle the truth. They can't handle the truth. That's why nobody talks about truth. They'll make up a little story. They'll crack a little joke. Next thing you know, everybody laughing at them. But are they laughing at them or are they laughing at what they said or what they were talking about? And let's say they were talking about somebody else, right? Now it's funny making fun of somebody, but when they was getting made fun of, they wasn't having a good time. You see that hypocrite shit. I don't know why it's so embedded in the human soul. Like, I could do this to you, but if you do it to me, that's a problem. Yeah, don't nobody want to talk about that. Yeah. Don't nobody want to talk about that. And watch later if this show goes viral or whatever, or if this clips or whatever go viral. Look how ain't nobody in here because ain't nobody about the truth. Don't nobody want to talk about the truth. Everybody be lying. Yeah, that is a sin. Lying is a sin. But guess what? We all sinners. So I'm not trying to judge nobody. That's why we talk about the truth and the lies today. And don't nobody want to talk about it. Because they rather be lied to. You don't want the truth. You'd rather make up some fairy tale bullshit about somebody you don't even know or something you have no idea about than to find out what it's really about. You know? Sad. It's fucking sad. This shit's crazy. So that's where I'm at with it. How the hell? How the hell? How the hell can you tell what's a truth and what's a lie? If the only difference is whether you believe it or not. That's the only difference. They're both a story. Okay? One you believe and one you don't believe. Okay? The lie is what you don't believe, but the lie could be the truth. Damn. Fucking up brains today. Y'all ain't ready. Y'all don't want to hear the truth. Y'all rather listen to the lies. Because the lies sound better. The lies sound way better. They sound so extravagant and amazing. Just like when the devil told Eve about the fruit, right? Of the tree of knowledge of good and evil. He made it sound good. Even though it was a lie, he made it sound like it was true. So yeah. And when he said, you won't surely die after you eat it, he didn't tell her how she wouldn't die. Okay? He didn't tell her if you eat of the tree of life first, and then eat of this tree of the knowledge of good and evil, you won't die. He didn't fill her in. He said, if you eat of this tree, you will not surely die. So that means it's an untimely death. You're not going to know when you're going to die, but you're not going to die immediately. That's what he's trying to say. So you see where the lie and the truth are what? Pretty much the same thing. It's hilarious. Man, it's hilarious. Yep. The truth and the lies. It's all good. It's all good. Y'all will hear this later. Y'all don't have to hear it right now. Y'all will come up eventually. Y'all don't have to come up here right now. Believe me, the truth and the lies. One and the same. It's the same thing. They're both stories. Now, whether you choose to believe that story or not, it's up to you. See what I mean? Man, today is a good day. It's a Monday. You know, a lot of people are alive today. You know, some people didn't make it to 2026. Condolences. Hopefully their memories live on in y'all minds. Because we gotta be there for each other as much as possible. As much as possible. We gotta be there. Hopefully my mic isn't that bad. Sounds okay a little bit for me, but still working out some technical difficulties over here. I think I might have to move over to the laptop 100%, so I can get everything to work just right. Because I'm trying to make it work on my tablet right here, and I got my computer over here, and then I got my two phones and blah, blah. You know what I'm saying? I'm spoiled too, so I need to chill the hell out myself. Need to chill out. So that's why I'm off those other panels. They doing way too much. They trying to overcompensate. They doing way too much. I just want to have a cool conversation. I don't need name calling. I don't want to fight. I don't want no beef. It's not worth it. Not to me. I got other shit to do. I'm not worried about y'all. I don't know y'all. But if y'all want to come chop it up, come on up, hit the link. You know what I'm saying? I'll put the link out there. I ain't scared to chop it up. But we definitely got rules over here. Yeah. I'm not with the name calling stuff. So if you feel like you're not being heard or your point's not getting across, then you can have 30 seconds to clear it up. You can have 60 seconds to clear it up. But we're not going to be talking for 5 minutes at a time, 10 minutes at a time each. We're not doing that. That's a waste of time. Because everybody wants to interject. So if you get 60 seconds, they get 60 seconds, everybody will get a turn within 10 minutes. Okay? And now we got somewhere. We heard everybody. You feel me? We can even cut it down to 30 seconds. Okay? For individual, and then 30 seconds for somebody to ask for clarifying questions. You feel me? There needs to be some sort of order. But if you guys want to just talk shit and be all upset or whatever and just be mean to each other, I got a whole bunch of panels y'all could go to. But don't come here with that. I don't like fighting. Okay? I'm over it. I did it a lot. And it wasn't fun. It wasn't good for nobody. It wasn't good for me, you know. And I learned my lesson. So I don't want to fight no more. I'm cool. I'm only going to fight people that are pressing my space. So if you press in my space, you will get you'll get smoked. But that's America though. If somebody was pressing y'all space, you would smoke their ass too. So it's blood, you know what I'm saying? So I'm just a regular person trying to be cool. I don't want to fight. There ain't no reason to until there is. If you're trying to mess with my kids, you're trying to mess with my woman, yeah, sure. We can fight if that's what you want to do. If you don't have enough honor to go get your own woman and get off mine, I don't know why you even around me. So no matter what, I'm finna just turn up. I'm finna just be chilling. Yeah, yeah. Had to explain some shit. Had to explain some shit. But we definitely going to check out some other stuff here. I had a few things on my mind because I wanted to do the study of this history erased for the War of 1812. Because there's a lot of historical facts coming out and a lot of different stories from history that may have been covered up. So we want to do our best to try to investigate so we can know where we come from. So I expect it for a little while. It's going to be a bit empty. But it don't even matter. All right, let's see what we got here. I'm going to do this one first. All right, here we go. I'm going to do this one real quick. We're going to check this out. This is a debate between Aristotle and Confucius. Confucius. Okay. The philosophy of life. This is one of the things that a lot of people have question of what's the purpose of life, how we got here, why are we here, what are we supposed to be doing. This is the kind of stuff we're going to be cracking open. We're going to be trying to get into some real debates, and we're going to try to understand and enlighten ourselves and try to build a common ground for us to stand on so the new society can rise out of the old society that's dying. All right. So we're gonna go ahead and try to analyze this. We'll talk about this a little bit. Hopefully, whenever you guys watch this, you enjoy it. Otherwise, I got the link in there. Y'all can hit the link. Y'all can come up. We can talk about it. And yeah, sure. Life is life, and yeah. Okay. See, this is what I was talking about just a few moments ago. He already opening up with a good show. Okay, whoa, virtue. Okay. So the complete life that he's putting virtue against, that's like a life full of possessions. All right, cool. Let's go. What you got? Let's go, Confucius. Let's go. cooking, our capacity to reason. That is our unique skill. That's what I've been trying to tell everybody, man. And they just don't want to hear it. But guess what? We're going to keep going. Yes. Woo! We gotta stop isolating ourselves. We gotta stop isolating ourselves as individuals because it doesn't serve the greater good. What's the purpose of you in society? Because you have to interact with people, even to find a wife, even to have kids, even to get resources and to protect yourself, village, and everything like that. How would you make clothes if you didn't have somebody else to either teach you or show you? You would probably be naked. Okay, so Confucius, he's saying that we should be working on our togetherness, our connection, our community. This is the center of what human's final purpose or ultimate goal is, because that was the question. All right. Now, we're going to see what Aristotle has to say about it. Fine. You want to ask a question? Let's see what we got here. All right. You're more than welcome to come up. You're more than welcome to talk in the chat if you have any opinions or anything about it. Trust me, I'm cool. I'm not one of those people that's gonna try to grill you or roast you. I'll chop it up with you. We could be, the homies. Smoke one, chill. All right. So with this, I'm looking at Aristotle right now. Don't all of these require the same thing? What is a good friend? What is a good parent? What is a good citizen? I think each one is different in its own right because it has its own layer of responsibilities. So I don't think there's a very good point or a very good question that you're trying to that Aristotle's trying to put up because what is it to be a good parent? To make sure your child is doing good things, benefiting not only themselves but others. I mean, this is real. This is real, and a lot of people don't want to. They don't want to acknowledge it. Hold on. Let me do this real quick because I need to drop these. All right, back to the educational. Yeah, yeah. Okay. All right. That is a good point because without morality, without the traditions that are going to build positivity and protect and love, wow. Without it, wow. It's like, are those traditions even good? And that's the thing. That's very interesting because, well, I mean, if the tradition was to do something incredibly unfitting to our society today, their society will look funny. So I don't want to name any specifics, you know what I mean? But like anything that hurts people or infringes on people's autonomy to say yes or no, um, you know, yeah, if you're trying to take something or hurt somebody, yeah, it's probably not a good thing. Probably not good. So we would have to make sure that there was something moral about that. It would have to be moral. Very, very moral. It would have to be, yeah, for that tradition to be carried on. Yeah, for that, yeah, yeah. All right, let's go. Well, that's very insightful. We have to be able to look ahead. We have to be able to try to see what's coming because it's very important that we remember danger is around every corner. Some people are looking to hurt somebody or looking to take, and they're actually plotting, they're actually scheming. So we have to remember woo, we have to remember okay. Right here. Question number 2. How do we determine what the right action is in any given situation? That is a good question. A lot of people don't even think about how do we know what is right and what is wrong? How do we know what is the truth and what is the lie? It's hard. It's a hard one because when you're talking about any given situation, when you hurt somebody, or if you take it from somebody, like I said earlier, yeah, it's probably not a good thing. Probably not a good thing at all. Woo! Keep going. Common sense. Yep. Oh, he said they will. Hold on. Hold on. He was cooking. We need to go back for a second. Quick. If I guide people only with laws and punishment, they'll avoid trouble, but feel no shame. Look at this world around us. No shame at all. People running around, acting however, just doing whatever, treating people however. Like it doesn't even matter. It's wild, you know? Man, this is crazy. At the end of it all. At the end of it all. Man, at the end of it all. Mhm. Okay. 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 Now we're getting somewhere. Now we're getting somewhere. See, we want to acknowledge that there is an ethical standard for different situations. You know, regardless of where you are, it's who you're interacting with. Okay? So, what is good in one culture may not be the best thing in other cultures. Um, it's a hard one because there is a preference, and then there's a lot of subjectivity on that. How could someone change? How could someone change if they don't know they need to? It's pretty deep. Yeah, we hit that commercial. My bad. Well, I'm. Uh, I've seen a lot of people that are generous and they don't have a lot. I know a lot of people that give and don't have a lot. So this one is kind of hard because this question is insane. Like, how can he ask that? How can you be generous without resources? That's crazy. Hmm. I don't know about that one. Like I said, I know quite a few people that don't have a lot, but they give and they're nice, they're generous. They're not very selfish. So I don't know, man. That's a hard one. Homie was eating only rice. Only rice, man. That's crazy. That's crazy. Oh, that'd be so hard. All right. Okay. So the point was made. And see what's gonna happen here is this guy, he's gonna try to pull one of those things, but here, check this out. Look, a life cut short is complete. The reason why is because the effect that that has and the whole entire history of their life, especially if they exhibited virtue where they're good. You know, they probably affected a lot of people in a good way. And then if that person's life is short, the people that were affected will probably appreciate it more. So I don't know, man. All right, all right, all right. Now, like, you're trying to throw them into a misery hole and try to see if their virtue will stand up. That's like the devil tempting Jesus. That's like when the devil was messing with Job. So are you still gonna hold to your values and your standards even if you lose everything? So I don't know. After you've had everything, that's pretty crazy. You're at the top and then fall. Mm. Yep. Oh man, man. Woo! Confucius is over here cooking. This is wild. This is wild. This one's gonna eat. This one's gonna eat. Yeah. Just wait. Just wait. Uh huh. Mm. Mm-mm. Virtue cannot be meaningless, especially if we're dealing with each other in society. If we're dealing with each other, then there's a whole nother layer. We have to keep in mind that people are always going to be a part of the life that we live. So we have to take them into consideration at all times, or we're not doing our best job. Even if certain liberties are stricken or taken away or restricted, that should not change how we treat each other in the ultimate game. So we still have to work together. Um, there's no getting around that. Exactly. Exactly. Just like Job, when the devil took everything, tempted him, and all those things, just like Jesus, we overcome. We overcome. So that's what we need to do. We need to stay strong. We need to work hard. We need to stay. We need to make sure we're doing the things that count. All right. That's real. My bad. My bad. Okay. What represents the highest form of human excellence? This is a wonderful question. Wonderful question. Um, the highest form of human excellence. That's a very, very good question. I like it. That question is A plus. So I'll say the highest form would be hmm, Jesus. The highest form. That's probably the best example of how to treat people and how to act, how to be, who you should aspire to model yourself after if you wanted to be a better kind of person. So I would just, yeah, that's pretty even. I haven't heard of anybody better than him. When we contemplate truth, when we contemplate truth, this is what this whole thing is about: truth versus lies. Okay? How do we know what's good and what's bad, what's true and what's not? It's about what we believe. What we believe is going to have the ultimate outcome in our life. So hopefully, this message is reaching people. Hopefully, this will reach you guys. Hopefully, you'll see uh, what's happening. But I'll do some different stuff. I'm gonna work on these mics. I'm gonna work on getting my production better. But right now, I just needed to jump in the water. So let's do it. Exactly. Exactly. This is so real. All right. So managing the human affairs and the social life, this is so important because a lot of people are wrapped in. They're wrapped inside this matrix. It's so wild, and bringing this to a new light is going to be a revelation in its own. See, and this is what's so important when they say the journey, right, and the destination. So it's not about the destination, it's about the journey. Remember, the journey was what you were trying to accomplish along the way because you're trying to get somewhere. And once you get there, what's next? There's still a journey. So the journey is what you're accomplishing along the way, and you have to pick your stops because there's multiple stops. A lot of people don't look at it that way, like it's a trip. And sometimes you can't do the whole trip all in one go. You can't stay awake that long. So you gotta get rest. You gotta, pull over, maybe get on a plane, go get on a boat. See the destination, the life. All right. So this is the main point. We need to get on a frequency with each other, a resonation. It doesn't have to be so much a religious thing, but it needs to be more of a spiritual and a mental thing. We need to come together. If we don't come together, this is going to be our downfall as a society, as a species. All right. Well, that's the end of that one. But um, there's some more stuff out here. There's some more stuff that we got. We got some other stuff. We already did the Mexico thing, um, and we were gonna do the 1812 war. We were gonna do that one, but right now they're saying that it's an erasure. It wasn't actually the War of 1812. So there, we got some things that are out here, that there's worth discussing. But I'm about to end this one. Hey, it was nice kicking it. Thank you for coming. I appreciate whoever watched, and we finna be out on this one because life been lifing, man, and I need to do some more research, and then I'll do some channel promotions or whatever. I'm gonna try to work on this mic and get everything together, but I got some stuff. I got some stuff we finna be hitting. And this is one of those places where you could be safe. We could talk. Ain't nobody gonna like trip. You could come up. I'll be dropping the link. And hey, we gonna kick it. Everybody gonna be cool. Life be life, and. So remember, whenever you feel like everything is getting all messed up,
The force is with you. The force is with you. You need to dig deep. You need to clear your mind. You need to remember that you are free. Nobody can take your freedom from you. You are free. You are an American. If you're not an American, that's why everybody wants to be an American. Remember, okay? All right. I hope everybody has a good night. You already knew. We out. Salute.